Okay, everybody, this is the interview part of the show. You've heard a few tracks of hers already, and now it's time to actually speak to the absolute fucking legend herself, Unity, one of my favorite people in the world, because mostly you give me lifts to and from shows, which I really do admire from you. But you're here, you've got a new album out and a new video by the time people hear this. So what the fuck is up, my dude? How you doing?
What is up? So yeah, thank you, Sion. Hopefully the internet will hold out because it's been a bit shady.
It's a bit wobbly as
Also,
we
while we
speak,
were having
but
internet, is it fuck?
yeah.
Oh no. Um, but I did have a look when Jaffa sent me those beats for this track with this project because it's fully produced by the wonderful gentleman that is DJ Jaffa,
Absolute
absolute
lovely fella.
legend in
Yeah,
the
man.
Cardiff hip hop scene and yeah, further afield as well. But yeah, he's produced all the 7 tracks on the project, and he actually sent them to me December 23. So it's been like ages. I just sat on them for yonks and yonks, and then I think early this year I was like, right, I'm ready, and yeah, just finally sorted it all out. And then it became like this thing of like, I need to just get it out. So I was blessed, Jamie Winchester, the patience of a saint, that man. I was just on his case, like, can I come now? Can I come now? How about now? But yeah, so he's recorded and mixed and mastered them. The project's called Where We Belong.
Mm.
The first single, Ripple, was out on the 20th of June.
Yeah.
And then Where We Belong, the video will be out around about, not sure when this is going to be going out. Yeah.
Um, this will be out between the videos. I think this show comes out, I think the Wednesday after we're doing this. Hopefully, if not, it's the
Okay, cool.
Wednesday
So yeah,
after.
look out for the second video, Where We Belong, then, which will be out mid-July.
Yeah, which you showed me earlier before the interview, and it's my favorite video from you. But speaking of the videos, the video for Ripple, um, I've noticed, other than Where We Belong, all your videos are from past projects and up to this are all outside in nature. And
Mhm.
it was that a conscious thing to do? I mean, I know you're out and about all the time. You know, you've got a camper van, you go here, there, and everywhere, and just enjoy the world. Like, was that a necessity for videos? And were they specifically, you know, married up to the music that you made? Like when you were making the music, were you thinking, "Oh, this is another outside one. This is like a barbecue vibe, or this is down by the beach. This is a camping thing." Was there any like thought process into that it has to be this, or did it just be a happy marriage?
Just sort of happens, really, I guess, because I do spend so much of my time outside. That's like where I feel comfortable and confident and happy. And yeah, obviously a lot of my lyrics sort of reflect that. And so yeah, it makes sense to set videos outdoors. And yeah, just sort of highlight what the lyrics are about, what I'm about, and where I'm at. Yeah, where I'm at with it, really.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so, speaking of lyrics on this album, again, like I said, is you can hear in it is very nature based, but there is one track, "Kiss the Moon," that sounds a very open and personal track from you. I know you said like we've had a few internet problems, so th what we talked about might not the listeners may not have heard so far, but uh, you said like writing lyrics, it was like 4 tracks from Jaffa, and then or like Semi More, and there's you said there was one track that like, oh, I'm writing about this. I'm presuming that was the track.
Yes, it was actually. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
How
I
did
got
you
one
know that?
right.
That's
Yeah.
mental. Had to think then. Yeah, so basically there's one verse in there kiss that's talks about kiss the moon. It's about like being outside a lot, and yeah, the
Wait, wait,
moon
wait, wait,
is
wait.
quite
Sorry,
important. And
hang on. Sorry,
go on.
it was cracking up a bit. Then I don't want this to be
Oh, okay.
dodgy when you say.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
I
Go
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 again.
game. Yeah.
It says low network bandwidth. Should I just crack on anyway?
Yeah. Try it. I mean,
So okay, so yeah, that track then, Kiss the Moon. I had a verse which says about Kiss the Moon, and it's yeah, it's about the moon and embracing that like cycles of the moon, and just like looking up, and you've got this constant in your life, the moon. It always comes round, and it runs in cycle. And the project actually uh talking
oh, it's breaking up again. You're frozen.
it's talking
Oh,
about cycles, like um, uh,
so all I can just see.
give
Oh,
up.
you're back now.
It's
Shit.
sometimes if I stop the video, it's sometimes, but then that negates the point of doing it on Zoom,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
I done like a 10 questions thing with Captain, and he had to not have the video, but it's a fucking twat if we do that. Shit.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, sometimes it does just come back and just stays. Well, the gremlins are very strong today, Dean.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've never done a show for this that hasn't had absolute massive technical problems. Um, right. I'm thinking I want to do it now, but
Should I
are you
just go
free?
again with Kiss the Moon?
Are
And
you
then
free
if it
this week?
happens again, then we'll stop.
Yeah, yeah. Go on then. Yeah, yeah.
Right,
Try it
come on,
again now.
gremlins. Fuck off. Let me just let them out the door a minute. Tell you what, I'll leave the door open and they can exit freely.
I would love it if that randomly worked now, just out of the blue. It's amazing. It'd be amazing.
Honestly, shit like this happens. It works, right? I swear to God, I was in Inkspot earlier. My key, and I've had this before. This exact same thing happened. It turned a tiny bit and just like wouldn't work in the door. Like, so I basically locked all my stuff in the room upstairs. And then I said to Curtis, can you come and help me open the door? Like, it's just not working.
Mm.
And I said to him, this has happened before, and watch it work now. And it did, like, just straight away worked. And that exact same thing happened before.
Well, do you know
It
the
will work.
maddest thing is?
Huh?
You just told me that entire story, and there was no cutting or pausing
You
at
see
all.
what I mean?
Do you know when you go to answer the question again now? Watch it
No,
all
it'll stay.
back.
It'll stay. Like, it'll stay. Don't worry.
Hopefully,
Okay,
right.
so that track, Kiss the Moon.
Yes.
Basically, I had a verse which mentions kissing the moon, and it's about like cycles of the moon and that constant friend that's always in the sky. It comes back around every month, and the whole project just felt like, yeah, it's sort of talking about earth, wind, fire, water, the four seasons, and that cyclical thing in life as well. And yeah, so I had that verse, Kiss the Moon, and asked Jaffa, please, can he send me another track? Because he'd sent me 5 originally, and one was being
Yeah.
used for something else. Anyway, but yeah, so he sent me that track, and then, no, he sent me 2 tracks. So I wrote two more tracks. Well, it was one that actually I wrote. Some of these lyrics are old. Some of these lyrics are from years ago. So Kiss the Moon, I pieced it together from that one verse I had from recently, and then from different verses from probably the last 5 or 6 years that all just hadn't been gone anywhere, but seemed to fit together and fit
Yeah.
together nice now. Yeah.
Yeah. Like within the track, like you talk about your mother as well,
Yeah.
and like that was the part that I was like really getting to because like when you dropped the lyrics about it, like it hit me. I was like, oh, because that was one thing we're friendly, but I didn't know that. Um, uh, was it hard? Like I know you said it might be an old lyric or anything, but was it hard? recording that and having to bring those things back up?
Yeah, so this whole project's been quite emotional. It's obviously very personal. It is a lot of grief in there. My mother, there's a track which is I wrote when Stagger passed away,
Mm. R.I.P.
which
Stagger. Yeah.
yeah, like he was such a special friend, and really I don't think I would be doing music if it wasn't for him. And it really, like, yeah, it's really affected me. And so I wrote a track when he passed that winter. I wrote a track Earth, Wind and Fire, and I wanted to revisit that because, like, lyrics, when you write them, change, the meaning changes over time, the like impact and the emotions change. And obviously it's been a, you know yeah, we go through change and processing, but I wanted to revisit those lyrics anyway, so I put them on a new beat.
Mm.
And I think every time you revisit lyrics, it sort of helps you process stuff a little bit more, like
Yeah.
this layers and yeah, peeling the onion skin and all that. And yeah, so there's that, and there's, yeah, I mean, there's every now and again there's a reference to my mother passing, because that is always with me.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that's, I think, being in nature helps soothe those kind of sad things, as well as bringing joy and mental well-being and stuff.
Yeah. That most definitely. I mean, is hip hop a I mean, I know you love hip hop, the culture and stuff. You graph, you DJ, you break dance, you rap. Is within the rap side of things and lyrics, are you when you write, are you looking for that catharsis when you write? Is that something that you try to write down and get everything out, or is that just a byproduct of the whole experience of writing and creating a track?
So for me, writing has always been to get things out that I can't express through speaking or painting or dancing or like doing. I've always, even before I was using them as lyrics, I used to have, if I was had thoughts and feelings I couldn't express, I would just write them down. I'd just write, like, free flow write. Wasn't even trying to write lyrics, like wasn't even trying to do anything other than get my thoughts onto the paper. And that's over time developed into changing those lyrics then into rhymes, and then progress into putting them to music.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the heart of it all is just getting stuff off my chest, like things that I can't express any other way is through lyrics.
So was that something that you done before getting into the vocal side of hip hop? Like, were you writing? Like, were you like diarizing your thoughts and your experiences, and then it just naturally progressed? Then I guess.
Yeah, like before I even knew like literally before I even knew I was allowed to do lyrics on the mic, because if before I saw K Tempest on a stage with Sound of Rum, I never even imagined like myself doing that. Like I never even thought that it was a thing. Like I remember being in what's that? There was used to be a bar opposite the museum, and I remember being in the garden there with like Jamie P and Fernie Mac and a couple of
Ah,
others.
I know the one. I can't think what it's called. Yeah,
Yeah.
great place.
It was a cipher outside, yeah. And Fernie said to me, "Do you want, like, have you got anything to say?" And literally, I was like, I'd never thought about it. Never entered my mind that I might have something to say. And I was like, no. Um, and then, yeah, next step on was to see K Tempest and Sound of Rum in that same venue, actually, weirdly. And like looking around me and seeing that, like, she's doing her thing and people are rating it. And I'm like, I didn't even know that was a possibility. Like, didn't even clock. And I've been going to hip hop gigs like for years, but it was always guys on the stage, like,
Yeah,
you know, so I never ever made that link to myself.
but I mean,
Um,
surely obviously you're saying K Tempest, and they are fucking just fantastic and fascinating with their lyrics and content and stuff. But were you listening to any other UK like female artists at the time or anything? Like, was there
I don't remember. No.
no one was
I
really
mean, I
hitting
might
the
have been.
radar
Like
at the
the other
time?
person that stands out would be Jean Grey on the Herbalizer projects.
Oh, the
But
Herbalizer. Oh, so good, so
yeah,
good.
but yeah, because she was American, I
Mm,
never I never like made that link. And even people like Cookie Crew and them, like, because they were from, I don't know, I just,
yeah,
maybe it was just timing that at that time I had more confidence or what, because I was breaking and I was surrounded by like women that were doing that.
yeah,
But literally, yeah, I had never crossed my mind
yeah.
until
Well, I
that.
mean, you've been emceeing for a while, like so. Back then, like I know that like there would have been female MCs like Baby Blue, Wildflower, Estelle, and things like that. But like watching on the TV, like the Box Channel U and stuff like that. I was never aware of seeing any of like their solo videos or anything. Like they'd always be a featured artist on a male MC's thing. Like there was female representation, but not nowhere near how good it is now. You know, with Lil Sims and I'm oh my God, I've just lost every female MC's name that I can think of out of my head.
But
Amazing.
also for me, right? For me, it's about being in person. Like
Yeah,
I relate to something if I'm in the room with it. If it's further away from me, it's like, yeah, it's not. I'm not so passionate about it. Or I like things that people that I know I can relate to what they're doing. Like I knew
right.
MCs in Cardiff, but I didn't know any women MCs. And then I found out years, like I met Little Miss,
Mm.
who is a graffiti writer and a DJ as well. I knew her first as a DJ, and then I painted with her, and we painted a lot together. I didn't know for years that she was an MC, but she was an MC, and when I found out, I was like, how did I not know? Yeah, it blew my mind.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy because like MC, if someone's an MC, they'll generally tell you within about 3 or 4 meetings or so. Everyone wants you to check their music. It's just a standard thing. It's an ego thing, but it's also, less collaborating and stuff. But like to be chilling with that person for so long and not knowing that is like kind of crazy. But
Well, she wasn't emceeing anymore. Like I think
right,
she
okay,
flipped over to doing DJing, and then her heart was in painting when I was hanging out with her. So yeah, it wasn't necessarily something that she was like banging on about all the time, because she's a humble woman, like,
yeah. So like when well, how long has it been since you actually first started MC? Not first started MCing, but first started like MCing on stage and things like that. And were you aware that there were other female MCs in that scene then, or did you think you were like just kind of, oh shit, I'm gonna go out here on my own, but I'm still gonna, represent,
So I'm very grateful to Rufus Mufasa for being that person who
Mm,
like nurtured me and like actually asked me, can I hear what you've written, and brought me on stage with her and Dope Biscuits.
yeah,
RIP Brave Toaster, because that was
my
around that
dude.
time as well.
Yeah,
Um, but and then I was really, really blessed for Ladies of Rage, because that came just at the right time for me, because I was just starting to experiment with doing lyrics over music. And it was all of those women around me that embraced that and supported that. And I felt like I wasn't having to be anything other than myself.
yeah.
And so yeah, my trajectory went a lot quicker than it would have if I was on my own with it, or not on my own with it, but like without that support network around me, you know.
And do you think that give you more confidence in yourself and your capabilities and push you
Yeah,
forward and make you better?
100%, because it's such a different feeling being in a cipher with all women than being in a cipher with all men.
Mm.
It's totally different.
Yeah, like Hang on, I think you froze. I can hear you laughing, but I can just see a concerned look on your face that's frozen. There we are. We're back. Cool. Right. Shit. I had a question then, and it totally went.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I was just saying, like, it's a totally different feeling being in a cipher with like with all guys than being in a cipher with all women.
yeah.
It's different again if it's all guys that you don't know or all guys that you do know.
Like,
Um,
is
yeah.
there? You're saying there's a different? Is there like a form of intimidation or a form of uncomfortableness around it, or
Right. When you grow up as a young woman, you realize that your body is there to be looked at by men, right? And that's just a fact. It may be different now, but that's what it was like when I was growing up.
yeah? I was
And
just
that
about to
was
say I hate the
normal.
fact that you've actually said that like it's a fact that you grow up and oh, it's just a fact because that shouldn't be a fucking fact.
No, and I hope it's changing. I know it's like change takes a long time, but yeah, I've got teenage daughters, so things aren't changing as quick as I would like, or
Yeah,
any of us would like, to be fair. But
yeah, I've got a
but it
few friends
is
with daughters and
like,
granddaughters, and it's still unfortunately very fucking sketchy and just horrible out there. And I'm not just talking about um from a male gaze. I'm talking about like still a societal view and like the issues that are still being put on women. Like when you were growing up, it was say Closer magazine or Now magazine and things like that. But now it's moved to social media and TikTok and videos where all the fucking everyone's got to look this way and do this trend and that trend and blow up your lips and things. It's like, nah, you fucking don't. Live for yourself, be your own person, and you know, it's crazy
yeah,
to me.
it's complicated. It's complicated because people, like, women do stuff for themselves and like try and do, like, they're not necessarily doing it for that male attention, but that male attention is, or is there, like, yeah, I don't know what the, it's complicated.
Yeah, like
It's way bigger than like, yeah, a discussion about music. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I mean
But
like
yeah,
because sexuality and music with like female MCs seems to go hand in hand, like where your your biggest artists are barely fucking clothed when they're making a song. So everybody's like, oh, great, yeah, look at them. And then the track come out, WAP, wet ass pussy, and everyone's like, oh, women can't be saying that. It's gross and stuff. And it's like, well, the male MC have been doing that since hip hop fucking started. I
well,
mean,
and the women have, to be fair,
well, yeah, but
but
I never heard no craziness until like to that extent until that song come out. Like Lil Kim and Foxy Brown were very sexualized and sexualized themselves and their lyrics and things, but I never heard anybody get so angry and disgust like men getting disgusted over women projecting their sexuality in a positive way or any fucking way into that song. And I was like, what are you fucking guys talking about? You're all there listening to fucking put it in your mouth, singing along in a fucking club, but a woman comes with, yeah, I got this wet ass pussy, this fucking too good for your small dick motherfuckers, and everyone's suddenly fucking offended. It's like, come on, 50-50, grow the fuck up. It's crazy to me.
it is what it is. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and it's shit. but but you know, anyway, moving on from the sexuality of music and hip hop. Do you know, my question's gone now. Right. Okay, let's get back to it. Your album, fully produced by Jaffa. You said you sent a message over to him. Oh, can I have some beats? Was it a plan to be fully produced by him, or were you thinking, I'll get these beats, see what I can do, and then if there's anyone else, because I know you've worked with a variety of producers on previous project. Like if you've got like a 4 track project, usually it's 3 producers, or maybe the full 4 are different. You kind of vibe out to
So my
everything
my
you've got.
last project, The Witching Tree, was all with Z Rock.
Mm,
Um, and yeah, it's not really ever planned. I think it's just if a producer sends me like a collection of beats and I have stuff that fits to all of them, then it makes sense to make it a full project. And yeah, like I said, Jaffa sent me those tracks at the end of December 23, and I think I maybe wrote bits and bobs to them, but then it all just came together early this year. And I was like, right, I need to just get this out now. Like it just felt kind of urgent to just get it all done together. And yeah, Jamie Winchester, bless him, has been an absolute rock through this process, because I have been a bit sort of like intense about getting it together and getting it out now.
yeah,
Gotta be now.
so it's always so hard. Like getting into a studio and recording and mixing and mastering, it can take as long as it takes, and it's like it's either immediate and it's like great, I can release singles constantly, but then as soon as it comes to a project, all of a sudden it's all recorded, and then 3 months later nobody has heard anything from it because there's always these little intricate things, and it's like, oh please just let
Yeah.
people hear the music. So like, how long from it being actually finished, mixed and mastered, has it taken from you to then get videos done and
I was
give a
doing the
release
videos
date?
before I even finished making the tracks, mate. I was
Amazing.
keen for it. I was like, first mix of Ripple, I was on it with the video, and Yaz has been an absolute legend. So Yaz Snaps, who's done all the visuals,
Mm.
she did the video for Boundaries as well. And yeah, she just said, "Oh, I've got an idea for it," and I was like, "Let's go, let's do it. Whatever you want to do, we'll do it."
Yeah.
And that was for Ripple. And then the Where We Belong, I just had this picture in my head of a kind of floppy flower dancing. I did not know how the hell I was going to make that into reality, or who was going to be that flower, or what it was. But there we have it. It happened, and we made it work, and I flipping love it. So I got to
Like
shout out Evan Jones for being that amazing flower, Kai Barry, the best beat ever,
the
and
best
Brooke
moonwalking bee
Thomas.
ever. There was a
And
moonwalk was
did you
great.
watch it right to the end? Because there were some outtakes
Oh
of
yeah, yeah, that was
Ripple,
fantastic.
the
That was
caterpillar.
so
Yeah,
good.
and Brooke Thomas obviously as the ladybird. So yeah,
Yeah. And for
check
those
that
that don't
out.
know, Brooke Thomas, the
Offspring,
amazing,
or
amazing
yeah,
offspring of you, who's also got her own band as well,
yeah, and they're
doing
going to be
well.
played on Radio 6 tomorrow, and I'm buzzing for them. They've
So
got
for
a
everyone who's listening
well,
to this interview now, you've already missed that by 2 weeks. So go back to
yeah,
Radio 6.
too
Uh,
slow.
20th of June. That's when they were played. I'm sure they got it
Bruce
online to listen
Stevens,
to.
yeah, go check out Casual Smart, basically.
Casual Smart. Yeah, you need to tell me when they're playing next. I
They
do
are
want to come
playing
out and
next
check.
on Wednesday, and it's my birthday, so come.
Oh, we're two. We're two. Let's
Oh,
go.
Waters. It's free.
Oh, I like that word. The best word in the English dictionary. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Also, in case I forget after, I'm doing a launch party for Where We Belong in the new moon on the 2nd of August. So DJ Jaffa's going to play as well. I'm leaning on Jamie Winchester to do a cipher, but like he hasn't given me a definite answer yet. So hopefully there'll be a cipher either way. And yeah, got a couple of amazing support artists as well. So yeah, looking forward to that.
cool. What time does that kick off?
I don't know, like probably 8.
Eight. Cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool. But that's dope. But I gotta go back to the video
go on.
with the flower and stuff. It is so like people won't get to watch it until after this interview comes out. But It's my favorite thing. It reminded me of, I don't know if you watched it, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There was an episode where he had to go into a kid's class and they done a play and he was dressed
Oh
up
my
as a
God, Yaz
blind.
will love you for that. She was like, literally, the vibe is school play. The stage has to be dressed by a mum.
Yeah. And that was the vibe it gave me. And I was like, oh, it's not just a school play like of kids. It reminds me of my youth when I was a child watching things like that. And it's amazing. It's just three people in the video dancing, having fun to your track, and it's just a perfect video. It's not your usual boring hip hop video. Like, like everybody, there's no camera up in your face or this, that, or you buy Cardiff Bay or the Millennium Centre, which every Welsh artist seems to want to do. Cardiff artists around there, they need the Cardiff
And why not?
Icescape, and it's like, no, but you do fun things. You go to a lake, you go to a beach, you put on a stage show, and it's fucking great. It's so
Yeah,
good.
might as well make a day out of it, innit?
100%, 100%. Right. Hang on. So we've been speaking about your the project that's, well, being released now, but you've got other stuff in the works. Verbal Remedy. You started a collection of musicians, MCs. How's that going? What's
What's
up
that
with that? What's
about?
that about? And I'm saying like I don't know, but
Saying like you don't know, like you're not one of the gang, like.
I know it's a secret question just so I can speak about me, just to build
Go
up my
on, D.
ego.
Go for it. You tell all.
Well, no, it's your interview. I don't want to spill the beans, you know.
So basically, like, I was very kindly invited to do some shows with Dean's band,
Never heard of them. Oh,
Dirty
sorry, you didn't
Alex,
say the name. Yeah,
and Dick Dastardly's band. I absolutely love performing with live musicians. And I remember the first time I saw Dirty Alex, and I literally messaged I can't remember if it's you or DW Smith, and said, that drummer is the best drummer I've ever seen in Cardiff. And look at me now. Greg
Matched him up.
Petter, yeah, snatched up Greg, snatched up Josh, snatched up Dick Dastardly, and added Ange and Joel on keys, Ange on sax, Joel on keys, and Adra on bass guitar, and
And that's
just
just
when I
the instrumentalists.
yeah,
There's
that's the live musicians. And basically, when I perform, I love performing with other people, and I felt like the amount of people I was collaborating with and having on stage with me was a bit confusing for a solo artist to be like
yeah.
promoted as a solo artist. Like it it became a bit sort of shambolic and confusing, which I love. But I thought for audiences who maybe don't embrace the chaos so readily, it's better to have a name of a band so it's easier to understand. I'd put on a couple of so I put on years ago, I put on a MC battle event called Verbal Remedy, and I love that name. And I put on a couple of events, one in the rocking chair in Riverside, and then I put on another one potentially in the Moon, as Verbal Remedy, as a promoter. And then I was like, oh, I don't want to start another name, another like social media and all that. So I was like, I'll just call this band Verbal Remedy, and let's go. So we've done a handful of gigs. Each one has been the most fun I've ever had in my life, like each time I've done them. Yeah, I just love performing with a live band, and I love having lots of vocalists and MCs on it. We've all got loads of like a lot of the vocalists in the collective are I've collaborated with and known for a long time through Ladies of Rage. So we've got tunes together already, and we used to performing together. So yeah, it makes sense, and it's loads of fun. We got a gig on the 17th of July in Elysium, Swansea. So yeah, come to that and check it out for yourself.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully I will perform on that one because I missed the last one, the Blue Lagoon festival
You
gig,
missed a
which
treat, man.
I know it looked so goddamn good. I
Yeah, it
felt
was
so
really
bad
fun.
missing that.
Yeah, they
But
asked us to do a one more song, and we didn't have a one more song, so we just did a jam, and that was like, yeah, that was slightly terrifying, but lots of fun.
yeah, well, I mean, you've like you said when you were performing with us with Dirty Alex, I think you experienced that a couple of times with that as well. When they're like, "Oh, one more," and you're like, "Well, we don't." Oh, fuck it, go on then. We'll just
Yeah,
babble some shit.
something. Yeah, exactly. When the vibes are there, it's good. Yeah, it's
But
good fun.
I mean, like getting that collective together, like you said, performing with the band, it is something just entirely different than performing over beat. It's that organic feeling, and I think that the thing that other things that can go wrong that you're not planning for, like like great. I know he's a great drummer, but he can drop a beat or his drumstick can snap. Someone can fuck up on the horn and stuff, and you're just like, but you can seem to play with it more, and the audience gets that rather
It's
than
literally, I think it's that thing of, you know what I was saying before about I feel more connected if the person's in the room. So
yeah.
to have the people in the room making the music there and then, I feel so much more strongly connected to it. It's just beautiful. Like, we're creating this thing right now. It's amazing. And that's especially, I think, why I like the looseness of it, which isn't everyone's cup of tea. But I'm yeah, I'm a bit like, yeah, it'll be fine, don't worry. And people are like, when am I coming in? When's my bit? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. It'll happen how it happens.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I only performed with you once on stage, and I remember we were all on stage, and everyone was looking at each other, just going, what part of the stage are you? Yeah, am I now? I'm after. Yeah, just looking at you, and you're just going, yeah, I'll just fucking do things, just snap and stuff. Just come on,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I'm
And it was
a
great.
bit like, yeah, just leave it. Yeah, it's I feel sorry for people around me at that point because I'm just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Yeah,
But
don't.
that's the fun thing about like we're like you can't deny the fun that we have like in that collective and like there's so many people as well. So like if somebody doesn't make it, like there's enough singers that they can take that person's place, or there's enough MCs that they can take that. Like I'm I'm trying to think of the names and how many people that like. In fact, it's the interview for you, so I'm gonna put it on you. Name all the MCs and everyone in
God,
because there's
I'll miss people out. That's not cool, is it?
right. Well, there's
Right. What
you.
I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a picture and I'm
Oh,
going to.
you cheat! And I'm gonna try and catch you out if there's someone who's not in that picture and you've missed them. I'm calling you out.
Okay, so one sec. I need to find a picture.
Right.
Sorry.
And can
Please
you do
pause
it?
the video cam.
And can you do it reverse alphabetical order, please?
No,
There.
basically. Okay, so on the Blue Lagoon one was. One moment, please. Corbina, Cara, Elise from Baby Queens, absolute hero. Missy G, Wales's first jungle and drum and bass female MC. Bammers, who actually did a gig the other day with Zampa, the Honest
Nice.
Poets band.
Oh,
There's Dick
shout to the honest poet
Dastardly.
as sorry, shout to the honest
Shout
poet
to
as
the
well.
Honest
I
Poet.
haven't seen that dude for a while. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's lush. Asha Jane, there was Trishna Jaikara and myself, and there was Daisy Green who joined us last minute. So yeah, that was the Blue Lagoon lineup. And also I have to shout out Sarah, who also joined us on stage, Missy's daughter. She
Oh,
absolutely
dope.
killed it. Like, yeah,
Amazing.
she's so good. Because there was Cardiff Music Conference last weekend, and she got on the grime cipher. She's 13, bear in mind, right? She got on the grime cipher, never spat to grime before,
Yeah.
freestyled and smashed it. Like, she's
Oh, that's
amazing, that
incredible.
girl. She is going places. Yeah,
I'd say that the youth right now, they're doing something different. Like the talent that's coming out is incredible. Like you'll see just a young boy or young girl that grab the mic and they look so nervous and
yeah.
you're like, oh, this is gonna be bad, and then just blow your
It's
mind. Incredible. It's great.
just a few more vocalists and MCs in the verbal that's been on the Verbal Remedy stage with us. Miss HD, KB, Saint Bernadette, Sega, Jamie P, Jessica K. Who else? Just don't want to miss anybody out.
I think there's more people in this than Wu Tang and Wu Tang affiliates combined. Like it's crazy.
Massive apologies if I have left anyone out. It was not definitely not meant to be, but
I was trying to think. I think you
yeah, this.
pretty much got them all.
Did I say Trish? Trish
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Jet Pilot? Yeah, yeah. I think I said everyone that's been on with us. But yeah, lots of people.
Yeah, it's
There's
so
so
good.
much talent.
And that's the thing as well. Like, you said it on names. If people out there haven't heard of them, go on Spotify, YouTube, and things like that. Go check them out as well because there's just
Yeah,
a plethora of music from everybody involved, and it's great, and it's even better when it is verbal remedy when everyone's together, like making music, making a racket, making a fucking ass of themselves on stage, going crazy. Is fantastic. It's great to
it's
see.
fun.
I think there needs to be more like I'm not going to say super groups because that's like very egotistical of us, but larger collectives where you can just interchange everybody, bring people in, and just have fun and just vibe with different genres of music as well.
It is quite techy organizing it behind the scenes, though. I gotta say, like, it's not. Yeah, the coordinating it is a bit of a military operation.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say I love a spreadsheet, but I haven't done a verbal remedy spreadsheet for anything. I don't think. Maybe that's next on the cards.
Just to remember the people. I tell you
Yeah,
what, the worst thing about verbal remedy is practice because when everybody's in one room, especially during this weather, it is not fun. Having like 17 people just crammed in to one space,
yeah.
rapping and sweating on each other, it's a different experience.
It's it's all yeah. It's all. What's the word? Growth. I don't know.
Growth. I think you mispronounced the word gross.
Gross. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I have got talking of like other projects. I've got a project brewing with Vice Beats, who's a producer from Bristol, who's an absolute, oh my god, he's such a diamond. Like, he sent me a work in progress of what he's been doing. Like, we've been working on this for a long time as well. Like, he sent me a work in progress, and like, what he's like. So I recorded lyrics to one of the tracks. He's gone away and he's totally changed the track. And I was a bit nervous listening to it because I was like, oh, I don't know about that. I really like that track. And then I listened to it and I was like, all right, next level, is it? Yes, let's go. Yeah, it's really, really cool because I've never had that before. I've never like written and recorded and then the beat has been built around what I've done. And
Yeah.
that's really special. But yeah, so that'll be coming out in the autumn.
Right. So that project's almost, or it is done, is it?
It's almost there. It's like, yeah, trying to get it across the finish line, but yeah, it feels like it's almost there.
That's cool. So is there any future aspects of verbal remedy? Making a
So you
project
messaged
or
me earlier. I haven't opened the message yet, but I seen you message me about doing the verse for Nighttime City Blues.
yes, yeah. You've
So
been
yeah, we've
asking
got
me to record and stuff, and I haven't been able to make it. So
yeah.
verse is
So
fully
that's
done,
another
and
DJ Jaffa beat. So out when Jaffa originally sent me the beats that have ended up as this project, one of them um, I played at I think it was at an LOR jam, and Fran came with this Nighttime City Blues uh, verse and hook, and we all just bounced off that. So it's like sort of like a kind of cipher track, I guess, posse cut, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's in the making as well. And Cara Walker, who's a filmmaker, photographer, is going to do like it's quite a chill track, that one, but she's doing
yeah.
some visuals for that as well. So yeah, look out for that. And then there's another project that has been brewing. Things seem to take a long time with me, but there is a project I've got with Samhain, who's a drum and bass DJ and also producer, and Victoria Folkhart, who is a folk singer. The three of us, I reckon we've got at least 6, maybe 8 tracks, and they're just still bubbling. I don't know. Yeah,
Do you find that
that'll
a
be coming
frustrating
soon,
thing?
hopefully. Huh?
Do you find that a frustrating thing?
You know
Having all
what?
these
One
tracks in the
thing,
back catalogue, and it's like, come on, let's.
one thing I've learned through doing music is patience, because things can't always happen as quick as you would like.
Mm.
But that's where I like having control. So like with this project with Jaffa, he's very easygoing and easy to work with, and so he given me the beats, I've recorded the lyrics, changed up some of the beats a little bit to fit around the lyrics,
Yeah,
and he's been happy with what me and Jamie have done, like because I've done that with Jamie Winchester at Playing It Loud in Newport. And
yeah,
then
because some producers can get really funny when you.
I think it's just people work in different ways, don't they? And it's finding who works in the way that you want to work. And yeah, it's been a different process with Vice Beats, because he's a producer that really wants to build stuff around the vocals further on as well.
Yeah,
But yeah, different people work in different ways, and that works for different times as well.
yeah. Well, speaking about working in different ways and different times, like I said, it's not just the music that you're a part of in hip hop. You're a graph artist, breakdancer and things like that. I haven't seen you do any breaking events in a long while, but you're always out graphing. I
Listen,
mean,
5th of July,
okay, I'm sorry.
got 4Jam. 4Jam, which is a partnership with Football Association Wales. And
Okay.
I'm working on that with Tommy Boost and Trulian Taylor from WDGAF Raw and Raw Kids. We're putting on a breaking event at Cathays Community Centre, 2-on-2 competition,
Oh,
£100
dope.
prize, £200 prize, sorry. We've got a graph going on in the back lane. We've got some amazing, like, Deck One is like an OG breaks battle. DJ is doing it. We've got amazing judges, Mason Solid and Boost is judging as well. And then we've got another category which hasn't been announced yet, for all styles dance. But yeah, that is going to
Nice.
be a really good. I'm excited for this event. Like, we used to do breaking events, Cardiff City Kings in Cathays Community Centre,
Yeah.
and they were like really strong community grassroots events. And yeah, this I'm excited for this one.
And
Yeah,
what's the date of that?
5th of July.
5th of July. Oh, so very,
And the
very
other
soon.
DJs, KB is DJing. She's like a younger who's into all elements of hip hop as well. So
Yeah.
she's DJing
Oh, she's
Zero
back in the UK
and
then. Because
Bedros.
last I heard, she
She
was
was
in
living in France.
France. Yeah.
But she's going to be back soon. I'm hoping that I think she'll be back in Cardiff soon as well. So that'll be nice. Yeah, I missed that girl.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, she great at everything she does. Amazing performance on stage. Great, great DJ. Um, well. To be fair, that shut my mouth about me saying I haven't seen you do any breakdancing in a while, but
On
well,
it,
there we
mate.
go.
Always
Yeah,
plotting,
yeah.
always scheming.
Well, I'm happy to be wrong. To be fair, it's great. But I mean, with the graph as well, you're always just around everywhere, and not just in the UK. You all over Europe, and you went to New York recently as well. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
I've got meeting of styles in Sweden in end of July. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm painting at that with two of my RBF crew members. Um, yeah, I'm excited for that. I think yeah, it's always good to just get out of your own city and if you can out of your own country to just be around other creative people and
Mm.
just be it's inspiring. I love traveling and painting. And when I was dancing I used to travel and break as well. But yeah, I just really like getting out. It's like out of your day to day. Like when I go painting here,
Mm.
potentially I have to be back for something, or I'm thinking of like work, like other admin stuff I have to do or whatever. But if you're away somewhere for a paint event, you're just there for that, and I love that feeling of like just I'm just here to paint.
Yeah. So, like, for people listening who paint as well, like who are good at it, or just starting out and stuff. Like, how does it get to a point where you're getting tapped to go places and paint, or to go to these like festivals or events and stuff? Do you have to start looking out for yourself to find out these places and like submit artwork, or do you get tapped by people knowing your artwork from photos that go online or you put up there? Like, what's the basis and the
You've
construction
just got to
of?
do it. You've just got to do it. Just travel and paint. That's what you've got to do. Just go to another city and paint. Like you'll meet people. If you see that there's an event happening in another city, just go to it, talk to people, make connections, make links, and just paint. Like that's what it's about. Just going places and painting.
So what's the best way for someone who wants to do that? Like, is there any specific websites or pages on social media and stuff that they should be checking out that'll have these opportunities for them, that an open forum for people to go?
Um, Probably, but the way I did it was I just saw I don't know how I saw events going on. Like I must have just found them online or something and just
Mm.
gone to them. Like I started traveling and I started going up to Birmingham regularly. Well, Bristol probably first. I used to just go down and paint regularly in Bristol. And then Birmingham, I paint in Birmingham a lot. And then you just meet people and then they're like, oh, do you want to come to this paint jam? Or you see like Instagram is it always got like paint events. You see a lot of the time you see paint events and you don't know how you can get on the lineup or whatever, but just go anyway. Like there might be space for you to paint. And if there isn't, then you'll meet people that you can go and paint with next weekend or when there is
Yeah,
more space, like, you know.
yeah, because I know around Cardiff and stuff, you get booked by the council and things like that. There's a big difference in illegal painting and legal painting. Like, so like obviously you started off illegally because everybody does. No, nobody's gonna be straight away. Oh yeah, I can see you just writing a name on my wall. Please come do this for like. How did you yourself get a connection to do it legally with the council and things like that? Like, I know you've known a lot of graph artists and things like that, but is there?
So my link into the council, right, was um I was painting on some boards in town and this guy just came up and started talking to me who was from the RSPB.
All right, okay.
Phil, what was his name? Phil. Shout out Phil. I can't remember your surname, sorry, but he was an absolute gem, right? So he just started talking to me and said, oh, we're doing this application for some something to make, the walkway behind the Millennium Stadium, right,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
now, it's an open wall. So he was doing something with Cardiff Council where they wanted to make it into a community space with like places for flowers and like people could walk down there and like a promenade kind of thing.
Mm.
Did I want to help out by painting a piece on there? I was like, yeah, right. So I painted a piece on there. As soon as I started painting, the police came up and like tried to grip me. Anywho, while I was painting that piece, this guy, and shout out Hayden, because he has been an absolute legend as well. So this guy Hayden at the time was working for Cardiff Council, and he was in charge of like maintenance of the boardwalk. Like, I don't know exactly what his job was, but he was sound. And I was like, oh, Hayden, do you reckon we could paint to the corner? I'm just doing this piece here, but do you reckon, can we paint it? And he was like, yeah, go on then. So we painted to the corner, and then I was like, oh, Hayden, how do you feel about us painting the whole thing? And so we painted the whole boardwalk, right, with pieces of, it was when the Rugby World Cup was on. And so we did, each person had a team from the World Cup. I think this guy Matt Wakelam, who was Hayden's boss, who had to give the go ahead, I think he paid for that paint. He's a legend as well. Like, I've met some absolutely wonderful people. So he paid for the paint for us. We painted the World Cup teams, like each person did the color of the flag or whatever, and then we put nature running through it because Phil's thing was at RSPB. Yeah, Matt Wakelam went into his, maybe I shouldn't tell this story.
I mean, you can tell it in afterwards if you want it edited or anything
Anyway,
beeped out.
the big bosses did not like it, and they said to this guy, take it down, we don't like it. Paint over it, we don't like it. And he just went, nah, I'm not gonna. And I rate him so much for that. Like, what a legend. And that's why we have that space now to paint. It's a central spot in Cardiff, close to the train station, easy for people coming from outside of Cardiff to come and paint or come and just look at the work on there. And not many cities have that. Cardiff is really blessed to have that. We've got, like, compared to a lot of cities in the UK and around the world, we've got probably the biggest and nicest spots, like open spots where you can just go and paint whatever you want, whenever you want, any time of day. We're really, really lucky to have that. The council did at one point try and sell off that space for advertising, but I met with the guy who was in charge of advertising in Cardiff, and he was like, who made that decision? That's a nuts decision. Like, nah, just paint it. So yeah,
it always comes down to goddamn money with a lot of them. But I mean,
I think with like spots though, it more comes down to, it's nobody's job to give permission for these spots. So yeah, there's it's complicated.
The thing is, it doesn't just brighten up an area. It gives it character. Especially like if it's a mural of someone or something specifically to do with the area of the city or the city itself. It shows pride in not just the culture of hip hop and graffiti. It shows pride in the culture of the city and the melting pot that we're in of different cultures, different ethnicities and things like that. But a lot of people, don't see it like that. Like you said, that guy wanted painted all over. It's not the only time you've had that. You were down by me in Splot painting graffiti under a bridge, and people were giving you shit because stuff was written in a different language, and just like straight blatant like racism and
people are weird, man. People are weird. Yeah, it is what it is. Like, you've just gotta.
But like what happened at that point? Because was it Was it whilst you were writing, or was
I
it
think it was it. We had the word
Urdu
fake
or
in
something?
in Welsh, Arabic, and English, and someone was getting salty about it being in Arabic. I think I don't know.
Is
People are just weird, aren't they? I
yeah.
think that person actually made a complaint to the council as well, and the poor council guy was like, "What? What are you complaining about?" Yeah.
And the worst thing about that is it's in the area of Cardiff I live in, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so fucking disappointed in you.
Letting themselves down,
That yeah,
letting
you've
everybody
uh,
down.
oh, it's
But bless, like Vosie, who I was painting with, this guy was talking to her for ages. And I thought they were just having a nice conversation, but he was like kicking off at her, but just very quietly. And if I knew, I would have gone and supported her. But I thought they were just having a chit chat. Like he went away and she was like, that guy was such a.
see, and I was gutted as well because I think that happened about 20 minutes, half hour after I left.
Yeah, you could have had a nice fisticuffs with
Oh
him if he
no,
was
I
still
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I'm not a violent person. I don't like the whole violence thing, but I'm very good at orating how much of a fucking cunt someone can be, and I would have told him in
there. Yeah,
many different ways. And because he was a bit racist, I would have gone on Google Translate,
very
told him in
racist.
many different languages as well that he's a.
Yeah.
but anyway, I think
Anywho,
yeah. On that note, Unity, it's been a fucking awesome time speaking to you.
thank you
Shall
very much for
we
speaking to me.
have a quick, brief rundown? Because there's so many of them of the things you've mentioned, the upcoming gigs, graffiti jams, videos, releases.
So
If you
some of
can, do
them,
you want
by
to
the
get your
time
spreadsheet up on your computer?
yeah, I'll get the spreadsheet on the go. So by the time this is out, some will have happened already, but I'll just say them all anyway. So tomorrow, which is the 20th of June, Ripple is coming out, which is a single off the project Where We Belong, which will be out at the end of July with a launch party on the 2nd of August. There will also be a video for the title track Where We Belong,
And
which
the
will be
launch, sorry, the
coming out
launch party is going to be where?
in the Moon Club,
The Moon Club.
the
Okay,
New Moon,
New
sorry.
Moon. Cool.
There is on the 17th of July is Verbal Remedy at Aliceum Swansea supporting No Flip, and Mudmouth is also on the lineup, so I'm excited by that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I know. And then there is 5th of July for Jam, FAW Jam in Catay's Community Centre, which is a 2-on-2 breaking competition. That will be there's 3 workshops, 10 till 12 dance workshops. Then it's 12 till 5 is the breaking battles, and there's an all styles battle as well. £10 for competitors, £5 suggested donation, but it's pay what you feel on the door. And then 5 till 7 they're playing. That event is to celebrate the women's football team getting into the Euros, so that match against the Netherlands is going to be played from 5 till 7. And then there's something else that isn't confirmed yet, but so I won't say that.
Yeah, don't spill the beans. Don't spill the
Yeah, I
beans.
won't spill the beans because that I'm actually doing a DJ set at Big Love Festival on the Saturday early afternoon. I haven't played a DJ set in a long time, but yeah. So there's
Excited or nervous?
Terrified. I'm Meeting of Style Sweden at the end of July. I'm also doing a campfire set at Boomtown, and I think that's it.
But that's a lot of stuff.
The other stuff. But yeah.
That's amazing.
Laura
Well,
bit.
I gotta say, thank you so much for doing this. We've been wanting you on the show since we first started the show, and it's great to have you on now. And looking forward to your release. I listened to it twice earlier before.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
So dope, so dope.
Oh, thank you.
But what is better is the video. I love the goddamn video. It's great.
Oh my God,
Everybody look out for the
that's
moonwalking bee. It's next
yeah,
level.
yeah.
And Oh, speaking of people in the video as well, Brooke, do you want
Yeah,
to?
Brooke has actually a tour with Casual Smart. I don't know all the dates, but just look for Casual Smart. Yeah, see what you can find. They'll have something going on for you.
That's amazing.
And their
Uh,
single is called Cranes. So yeah, look for
is
that.
that out on? They out on Spotify,
That is
YouTube?
out now. Yeah.
Sweet. Everybody go check that out. Oh, actually, what genre of music is it as well?
It's kind of like I don't want to categorize it, but it's two guitars, a drums, a keyboard, a saxophone, and three singers.
Nice, nice. Happy days. Well, on that note, Unity, it's always a pleasure, dude. Thank you so much for this. And for everybody listening, you know where to go check out
Can I
all the
just
stuff.
also shout out New Era and
Yeah,
Ladies of Rage, please? Thank you so much.
yeah. Well, I was talking as you done it. Please say it more clearly. Go for it.
Sorry, I'm quite good at interrupting when people.
Go on, it's your turn. Quick,
Oh,
go.
I thought you were telling me to be quiet.
No, I'm being quiet. The fingers on lips.
No, that was it. I just wanted to shout out New Era and Ladies of Rage doing amazing things in the scene.
Awesome, awesome. Right, thank you so much, dude. And well, I'll probably see you very soon for some gigs and practices and
Yes.
all the
Yeah.
goodness.
Nice
Cool.
one. Thank you,
Peace.
Dick Dastardly. Go on. And shout out to K-Saulz also. Big up.
Nah,
Nah.
we'll edit that out. Screw him.
Okay.